Hi everyone, my name is Suresh. So today I'm going to present about my final year project, and the title of my final year project is the Unsung Heroes. So let's move on. The Unsung Heroes. So let's move on. So the brand of my campaign is Museum Negara, or the National Museum of Malaysia. So let's move on to the background. Basically, the National Museum is the driver of museum activities in Malaysia, and also it has been instrumental in restoration and preservations of the nation's heritage. And also the USP, or unique selling proposition of Museum Negara, is basically national treasure and also guardian of our nation's history. Okay, the problem statement. Basically, our current generation slowly neglecting and also unaware regarding the appreciation in remembering and preserving our local history heroes who contribute and sacrifice themselves to keep our country safe from colonizers. That's actually the main problem. And my ultimate goals will be is to increase awareness among young generations in understanding better the importance of remembering our local unsung heroes, and also to understand and appreciate the importance of remembering local history to young generation. So my target audience will be young adults. So the reason I chose them is because young adults covers the biggest bite on actively involving themselves in every major sector in our nations. They have the capability to teach, educate, and also to spread positivity to the entire nation. Providing awareness to young adults regarding importance of history, tradition, and local heroes will be a strong foundation on producing individuals with high patriotism. This is my campaign logo, and my big idea will be remembering and create awareness of our local unsung war heroes. And the advertising message. Basically, the Unsung Heroes is an awareness campaign that focuses on remembering the importance of efforts and also sacrifices made by our local unsung heroes. So the tagline will be, may we never forget freedom isn't free, and the mood will be patriotism and also inspiration. Okay, so the next part will be integrated marketing communication, or IMC. Master design. Here's my precedence or reference that I have referred before I design my final artwork. So basically my reference will be on movie posters and also graphic designs of various sports based ads. Here's my final master design. Next will be print ads. So my reference will be movie posters and also various media. So here's my final print ads. Okay, so the platform that my print ads will be published is on newspaper. Basically, I have chose the Daily Sun and also the Star. So the reason will be both newspapers has the higher number of readership and also circulation. And for the Daily Sun, it is the nation's first national free daily newspaper with no purchasing is necessary, and also it has the highest potential to reach the target audience easily as it is free and also it is frequently used or read among my target audience. According to the Audit Bureau of Circulations, the Star is the largest paid English newspaper in terms of circulation in Malaysia. It has it is one of the highest readership newspaper and also the oldest established newspaper in Malaysia. Next will be social media ads. Here's my reference, and here's my final social media ads. And the platform that I chose is basically Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and my final advertising video will be telecast on YouTube. And here's the final social media ad for Instagram, mockup, Twitter, Facebook. Next will be billboard. Here's my president and my final billboard ad design, and here is the environmental. So I have suggested it to be placed in the federal highway of Kuala Lumpur to Petaling Jaya Road, as it's ideal for travelers to look at it, because we people travel a lot to for work purpose, and also we travel a lot, and also we spend most of the time on the road. So therefore it will be ideal if I place it on federal highway, one of the most one of the most famous road that consists of daily transportation. So yeah. Next will be outdoor ads. So I have choose outdoor ad. So this is more to a outdoor ad that with the conception of sidewalk. Basically there will be three progress: stay, pay attention, and also collect, where the target audience or any people that pass by that attract to the sidewalk ad could stay and then make attention to the mock-up that has been prepared, and then once they steady, it will be automatically capture a snap of them on the prepared attire, and they can collect the final photo with the hashtag. They could share it on the social media with the hashtag title given. Here's the environmental, and I have chose Jalan Bukit Bintang. Basically the place that crowded with my target audience. Next is pre-production of my major audio visual. So my final project will be a cinematic documentary ad. So here's my conception. This ad will be a combination of short story sharing session, follow up with photo montage of related subject will be placed in between the story sharing session. It's basically a story sharing and also with photo montage. Okay, so my mood will be inspirational and also patriotism. Design elements will be short storytelling session with our former military servant. Background music will be added at the background, and also photo montage of related subjects. So here's how it will be look alike. And prepared info is, as I mentioned, it's a cinematic documentary which consists of a short story sharing session, photo montage, and also the story sharing session will be interviewed with ex-military officers, veterans related to the chosen topic. And my final ad will consist of one video of 75 seconds ad, or more to a 1 minute and 15 seconds of final video. Here's my precedent. The first one will be the fall of Yakuza, one of the documentary that that caught my eye, that impressed me. Next one will be the 109-year-old veteran and his secrets to life will make you smile. This is more to a old life of a retired military officer, Mr. Richard Overton. Here's my storyboard, and my budget planner. And here's my final talent profile. So the person to be interviewed is Warrant Officer Patrick Lee, and he is a retired Army officer in Royal Malaysian Air Force, and his living location is in Klang, Selangor. Location scouting. So basically, the final video making session will be in his home of Warrant Officer Patrick Lee at Klang, Selangor. So the major output of my final audio visual, here's the credits. The person who helped me to succeed in the final ad session: Mr. Tony Ho, Warrant Officer Patrick Lee, Major Muhammad Zaidi, and also Mr. Azam. Here's the credits for the sound effect. The sound effect that I've input. Next is behind the scenes. So let's move on to the final ad.
My name is Patrick Lee Kai Tong. My rank in the Air Force is Warrant Officer. My most unforgettable experience is in April 26, 1976, where I lost 5 aircrew, and I was there when the aircraft was shot down, but I was unable to give any assistance. The other one is in August 14, 1978, where in another ops area called Ops Sawadi, I was involved because I was shot on the left arm. Freedom isn't free.
Thank you so much.
Hello and a very good day to everyone. My name is Eddie Gojen Hao and I'm an advertising student. So for today, I'll be presenting my final year project. So here's my final project. Starting with the brand overview. The brand that I've chosen for my project is called the Asia Camera Museum and is established in 2014 by a Canon enthusiast named Lee Keng Soon. So for my campaign overview, my campaign is called Recreation. So it's a campaign that aims to change the perception of younger audiences towards camera museums. Why? Because it's found that the younger generation is not particularly interested in the history of the camera. And when you combine that with the idea of going to a camera museum, they would just lose their interest quickly. So that's why the aim and objective of this campaign is to provide a unique and trendy museum experience that caters to the younger generation, in hopes that it will invite them to learn more about the history of the camera through a hands-on experience in the museum. So this is the primary target audience. My target audience is young social media influencers ranging from the ages of 18 to 30, and they're mostly female. So their education is secondary and tertiary, and they are students and influencers with an income range of from 1,000 ringgit to 5,000 ringgit. So for psychographics, they love traveling, they love exploring and introducing new things to other people, and they appreciate arts as well. So this will be the venue of my event. It's going to be held at the Pavilion Mall, Kuala Lumpur. So these are some photos of the venue. So it'll be held in the center court of the mall, which is spacious and large. So that makes it suitable for the event because it's able to accommodate a large number of visitors comfortably. So next is my IMC ideation. The first one is transit. So the reasoning for choosing transit is because the target audience relies on public transport to get around. So that makes it an effective reach to the target audience. And the call to action will also keep them entertained while they wait to reach their destination. So these are some examples of my IMC ideation. You have promotional materials on the train, the bus, and on the Grab car. So next is street furniture and wallscape. So this is chosen because it's easily seen by the target audience as they carry out daily activities outside. And because they see it on a daily basis, it also reminds them of the upcoming event. So these will be placed around the area of Bangsa, KL, and Puchong because that's where the target audience primarily lives in. So next one is merchandise. So merchandise aims to appeal to the target audience because it serves to remind them about the event and of the actual museum itself, and it also helps to spread word about the museum among friends and family of the target audience. So here are some more merchandise. And finally, we have print ads, which fills in the target audience about details of the event and the competition. So it's placed in mediums which is frequently picked up by the target audience, such as magazines. And the brochure that is available in the Grab car gives the passengers a chance to redeem exclusive merchandise during the event. That I'm going with is the camera Wonderland. So it takes inspiration from theme parks with its unique and fun structures that seem larger than life. So the mood for my booth will be fun, cheerful, and bright with bright colors. So here's a mood board for my booth. So here's a precedent studies. So as you can see, my booth will be inspired. It will draw heavy inspiration from large camera structures based on like actual antique cameras. So here's the exhibition profile of my booth. So here's the activity flow chart. Here's a floor plan of my booth. So we are given a limit of 40 feet by 40 feet for the size of our booth. So that'll be the size of my booth as well. So here you have the entrance, the activity room, decorative camera display, the workshop, the staff counter here, the interactive corner, the main stage, and the gift shop. So this is the artist's impression for my booth. So I wanted my booth, the exterior of my booth, to like draw inspiration from this antique camera here. So which is why the shape of my booth will be inspired by this camera. So this is the ideation of my booth. So this is the early stages. And next, we move on to the major final output for my project. So here's a walkthrough video. So here are the best angles from my booth. Here's the front 3/4 view of the booth, a front view, a top view, and an interior shot of the booth showcasing the camera display area. Here are some more interior shots of my booth. And that's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Natasha Ivy, and in today's video, I'm gonna present my final year project.
I'm gonna show my final output. This is the content that I will be presenting today. Before that, the brand I've chosen here is Zoo Melaka. I believe that everyone have the experience to go to the zoo, and usually we go to the zoo with our family as it is a perfect family outing place. But in my FYP, I'm gonna target the teenagers as teenagers visitors are obviously less than families visitors. The campaign proposed that is called Go Wild Go Camp. This is a campaign which provides camping sites and fun activities in Zumlaka. My unique selling proposition here is they can get in touch with the wildlife while connected with their friends. The big idea is release the wild side of you, and my tagline is nap in nature's lab. Camping and picnic kind of activities is nowadays a trend among teenagers. Go Wild Go Camp can provide them a new place to chill and hang out. Plus, teenagers or young adults love adventures. The next thing I'm going to show here is my integrated marketing communication, which is called IMC. First one is the print ads. For the print ads I have here is the brochure design. This is how the brochure will look, and then it will be given to the audience or the visitors during the exhibition booth. This is my transit ads, mainly focused on the public transport as it is one of the main transportations for teenagers nowadays. The ads can also be an interactions with the audience. When they are boring waiting for the transit, they can play this spot the different game to like spend their time during waiting. Same goes to the MRT stations and also the MRT waiting area. The next one is digital display ads. What we have here is Instagram paid ads. From here we can like promote it in Instagram, and then it will be promoted to those who like camping or to those who like to adventure. Why Instagram? Because it is widely used nowadays. The next one is the IG stories. It will have like a countdown of the actual campaign day to let them get hyped up and feel excited to go. Another IMC for this digital display ads is web banners. It will be inserted in a travel-based website like Trivago, Agoda to attract tourism or to attract teenagers from other cities. The next one is the billboard design. I will be using mostly contrast color, bold and thick typography to let them see the words and also to attract more audience. This is the mock-up of the billboard poster. The next one is the escalator. This is the mock-up of the escalator ads. The purpose of these ads is to guide more people to the booth. Now we go to the pre-production stage. The major I chose is environmental media, and then this is the venue I chose, which is called My Town. It is because my town have many teenagers go as it is near to the MRT stations. This is the floor plan. It has 5 main area altogether, which we have the rest area, the photo booth, the game area, and also the display area. What we have in the exhibition profile here is the registration counter photo booth. In my exhibition booth, I have 2 counters. One is for the game counter and one is for the registration. For this registration counter, it is provided to those who don't want to play games and more packages like families packages and also friend packages. Here we have photo booth. The purpose of this photo booth is to attract them to punch in and then to take pictures and post on social media. This is the resting area. So mainly we're using those branches kind of designs. And then, yeah, we have display area and also game area. This is the game, or we can call it challenges, given to the participants. It is called Finding Animal Puzzle. The purpose of this game is to make them engage themselves in this campaign and evoke their curiosity and spirit of adventure, as this game require high concentrations. So in this game, they are required to find those animals, those specific animals in this puzzle card, and then who can accomplish it in 30 seconds will get 30% discount coupon. And then you can redeem it in the registration counter. This is the sketch of how the exhibition will look like. And then here we have the final output. This is the look of the exhibition booth. It will mainly using light green and yellow as my color scheme to express the relaxed vibes and make them feel there is a natural environment. Left side is the photo booth and the right side is the registration counter. This is the walkthrough video. It is a 2-minute video and enjoy! Thank you for your time and have a nice day!
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Muhammad Faris bin Muhammad Khairul Anwar, and today I'm going to present to you about my final project for my FYP. So as we go to the brand overview, the brand that I choose for this final project is Taiping Zoo and Night Safari Malaysia. And as we go to the campaign overview, the campaign for this brand is called as Night Safari Simulator. The tagline for this campaign is entering two worlds in one time. And the problem statement for this campaign is young people nowadays are no longer interested in visiting the animal anymore because there was no change after their first visit, and because of that, they get bored about it. So the aim for this campaign is to ensure visitors appreciate wildlife habitats in this technology era. As for the objectives for this campaign is the visitors can experience the night safari during daylight, and the visitors can experience the first zoological park simulator in Malaysia. So as we go to the target audience for this campaign, we will be focusing more to the young adult, which is 18 to 25 years old, and it will be male and female, and the status will be single, and their education will be young graduates and also workers. And the income for this target audience will be around 1,000 to 2,500. As we go to the IMC, first it will be the billboards. The billboards will be around Taiping because of the event will be held at Taiping itself. And as for the print ad, I chose the brochure, and this brochure will be located at malls and also hotels around Taiping. So as for the third IMC that I chose is transit, where transit I chose the public bus, and the type of bus is rapid commuting. The reason is because the bus will drive around Taiping, and by that people will be noticed about the campaign itself. And this is the design for bus stop, and this is another design for the bus stop. And as for the merchandise, the element of the merchandise will be related with Zookeeper. So the first one is the Zookeeper backpack, and then we have the Night Safari Simulator t-shirt, and then we have the Night Safari Simulator bucket hat, and also we have the Night Safari Simulator button pin. And lastly, we have the digital display ads, where we will choose two of it. So the first one, we have the YouTube ads, where the audience simply need to click the learn more button to get more information about the campaign. And then we have the Instagram story ads, where people can just swipe up the link to go to the campaign website. And then as we go to the pre-production for major, and as for my major, I chose the environmental media. The concept for this event will be more to vintage and a little bit dark, where it will be look more to Harry Potter train station environment, and also a little bit of element of jungle and also technology. And this is the look and feel of the exhibition booth, where we combine the element of jungle and also the element of Harry Potter train station. And this is the precedent for the exhibition. And then we will go to the exhibition profile. So as for the exhibition, we will have 7 booths. So for the first one, it will be the animal show, and then we have the Taiping pit stop, which is information booth, and then we have the merchandise booth, and then we have the into the nightfall tunnel, we have the night safari simulator, and then we have the VR booth, where we call it as I am the zookeeper, and lastly we have the snap and win, which is AR photo booth. So as we go to the activity flowchart, the first one, it will be the night safari simulator. The visitors can try the main attraction at the event. The simulator will visualize the surrounding of night safari. The visitors can experience the night safari during daylight. And for the duration of the simulator run, for each run or slot, it will take about 15 minutes. And then we will go to the animal show, where there will be some real life animal show on the stage. The visitors can sit on the beanbag sofa that will be provided, and the audience can watch the real life animal and get closer to them. The visitors can also interact with them, and also there will be some times where the audience can touch and feed the animals. And as we go to the snap and win photo booth, the visitors can take photo with wild animal on the screen. So to use this AR photo booth, the user need to stand facing the screen, and when they are ready to take photo, they just need to make a motion like waving. And after that, the screen will be at standby mode, and it will appear the countdown. And after the picture was taken, the visitors need to press the share button, and it will appear the QR code for the user to scan to get their photo. And then we will go to the merchandise booth. The visitors can redeem one of the merchandise from Taiping Zoo itself for free if they participate the activity at the snap and win photo booth. But for those who are not participating the activity at the snap and win photo booth, they also can get the merchandise by purchasing it. And as we go to the VR booth, which is the I am the zookeeper, where visitors can experience being a zookeeper on a virtual platform. The visitors can also experience on how zookeeper taking care of animals at Taiping Zoo and Night Safari. So to start the game, the user has to stand on the circle of the map, and they have to wear the VR headset and also hold the controller for each hand. And the duration for each round, it will be 10 to 15 minutes. And lastly, we have the into the nightfall tunnel. So basically, it is a night safari tunnel where the visitors can experience the environment of night safari at Taiping Zoo and Night Safari by walking into the tunnel. And we will go to the artist impression for this environmental media. First, we have the sketches for the exhibition. Then we have the floor plan, where we have the 7 booths in this exhibition, and the size for this exhibition will be around 40 by 40. And this is the view for the exhibition, and this is the layout for each booth in the exhibition, and this is another angle for this exhibition. And now we will go to the walkthrough of the exhibition. and this is the 4 best angle of the exhibition. And that's all for me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and a very good day. My name is Zubra Zulkifli and this is my FYP2 final presentation.
Without further ado, the theme I have chosen for my FYP is Museum, and the brand that caught my eye is Islamic Arts Museum Malaysia (IAMM). If you don't already know, IAMM is located very near to Masjid Negara in Kuala Lumpur. Islamic Arts Museum Malaysia (IAMM) stands for the largest Islamic art museum in Southeast Asia. It houses more than 10,000 artifacts as well as an exceptional library of Islamic art books. The product I have chosen from them to make a campaign of is the Children's Library at IAMM. I feel it's unique for a museum to have a segment dedicated specifically towards children. The Children's Library houses many fiction and non-fiction books, not limited to Islamic art-related books only. What's even amazing is that they do have extra activities for the children to enjoy, such as the daily craft and weekend workshops, where they will do arts and crafts, storytelling, and more. The Children's Library also offers the Children's Library Passport as a means of membership towards the library, and it is a way to encourage children to read more. My primary target audience for this is middle-class primary school kids, and my secondary target audience is the parents. Moving on, my problem statement is that museums are deemed as a non-children friendly place where they often discard and scare away children. This demotivates the children to visit museums and find museums boring due to the restrictions inflicted upon them. The solution I came up with is to make a campaign run by a museum that caters to the children. The aim is to make learning fun for children within the IAMM grounds. Some of my objectives for this campaign would be to encourage the children to visit IAMM, to make IAMM a friendly place for children, to encourage children to join activities held by IAMM, to boost self-esteem and confidence in children through creativity, and to encourage children to register and become a member of the Children's Library Passport. So, the big idea I came up for this is unorthodox learning, with the campaign name of Craft and Tell. My tagline is Let It Out Your Way. The mood I am going for is cheerful, colorful, and fun, and the concept would be children's illustrations, doodles. Moving on to my integrated marketing communication, the first medium I chose is the KL Central Platform Boards. As we all may already know, KL Central has an LRT linked straight to Mid Valley Mega Mall, which is the venue of my event. LRT users can easily spot the posters while waiting for their LRT and trains to arrive. Plus, working parents who work around KL usually opt for LRTs, trains, and MRTs to commute to and fro. Federal Highway Billboard. Federal Highway is one of the most used highways in Malaysia, and it's widely used by people who want to go to Kuala Lumpur. Since Mid Valley Mega Mall is situated in Kuala Lumpur, this would be strategic in terms of raising awareness about the campaign. Billboards can easily capture the driver's attention, whereas the digital boards can be an easy bait to the children since children are more engaged with moving images. As the event will be held in Mega Mall Mid Valley, it will be great to have a poster in front of the building as an awareness to the people, especially the ones coming to the mall. This can also attract the ones near the building, for example, people whose offices are near Mid Valley Mega Mall. Elevators are often used by parents with children as They want to reduce the hassleness of walking to each escalator to get to the designated level. Aside from that, parents with small kids often want to avoid passing by toy or game shops, so they opt for using an elevator. A growing family would also opt for an elevator as they often will have strollers. By this, it can sprout awareness to both the children and parents regarding the campaign. Social media like Instagram and Facebook are often used by adults rather than children. People usually scroll their social media in their free time, so the links on the sponsored ads on both Instagram and Facebook will link to the campaign's micro website for the users to learn more about the campaign and the event that will be going on. YouTube is more widely used by children rather than parents. Having a banner placed as one of the YouTube ads catered for children as a way to raise awareness about the campaign to children. Waze is the most used app for direction navigating. By default, this app will be used by the parents. Having an ad of the campaign, depending on their destination, would help raise the awareness regarding the campaign to the parents. These brochures are to be handed out during the event of the campaign in Mid Valley Mega Mall. The brochure will explain the extra perks of having the children to be a member of the Children's Library. Aside from that, there will also be information and what activities will be available for the children at the environmental media on the event day. As the campaign is to attract the primary school students, to have flyers pinned on the school's bulletin board would be a good move into letting the children and the school know about the campaign that will be going on. The merchandise that will be included would be a tote bag, notebook, pen, a bag tag, and a button pin of the characters. A tote bag has been a fashion item for the past few years, and the trend hasn't toned down just yet. So, to have children wear the tote bags to school or tuitions would help raise the brand awareness. As for notebooks, since IAMM encourages learning and the campaign is about having fun and learning, to have a notebook seems like the right thing to do because to have a medium to write notes on for revision later on is crucial, and it comes with a combo of a pen. A bag tag is a flexible accessory as it would go with any bags, and it can be seen clearly because the motive of having a bag tag is to let it visible to people. The mini button pin is just an accessory for the children to keep as a memorial of the event. The concept I've chosen for the merchandise is chalk and board. Since my master design involves many doodles and chalks, I chose to incorporate this into my merchandise design as well. My proposed venue for the campaign event is at the Center Court Mid Valley, and my proposed date is on the 11th of June until the 12th of June of 2022, which is on a school holiday. This is my floor plan. Walking through the entrance, you will be able to see the redemption counter, and on the left side is the art and book display. In the middle of the floor would be the playhouse that consists of 4 activities for the children. Walking further, there will be a photo booth, then the origami workshop to get the children's hands onto something. And last but not least, the rest area for the adults that accompanied the children to the event. This is the exhibition profile. The redemption counter is where people can redeem their merchandise, and also the children's clip card where they have registered through the macro website for the campaign. The art and book display is to show to the parents the past activities done by the children in IAMM and also the featured favorite books from the children's library. The playhouse is for the children to experience the activities offered for them at IAMM. It will be a 2-story playhouse, but only the upper floor is functional, whereas the lower body of the building is for the games. On the first floor, there will be 3 different activities on the sides of the playhouse. The puzzle wall where the children can flip the tiles to make up for the full picture, interactive hopscotch where the children can step or hop on the lily pads and some words will appear on the screen and they can say it out loud. This is a way to add new words to their vocabulary whilst having fun, which is what IAMM is trying to do, which is fun learning. And the blackboard wall is for the children to write down whatever their thoughts or even draw on the big wall, complementing the campaign tagline, which is Let It Out Your Way. On the second floor, there will be a mini library where featured books from the library are put there for the children to read. The origami workshop is there to let the children and parents to get the gist of daily crafts and weekend workshops activities held by IAMM at the children's library. The photo booth will consist of 5 different front drops and a continuous backdrops. Children and parents are welcomed to individually get their photos taken. The rest area is for the adults to take a seat and rest while spectating the young ones playing around and have fun. This is my initial artist impression, and here is my walkthrough video. Last but not least, these are my 4 best angles, and that is all from me. Thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Abdul Wafi bin Talib. My ID is 115-110-3863. So today I'll be presenting you my final year project. Hope you enjoy. Hello, so now I'll begin presenting my FYP, which happens to be Jerudong Park Playground. That's the brand. So the brand overview. Jerudong Park Playground is an amusement park in Brunei. At one point, it was the largest and most expensive amusement park in Southeast Asia, built and funded by the Bruneian government and the Sultan for $1 billion. Initially, the playground catered only towards the children, but eventually adult rights began developing as many were requesting for it. For the problem statement, the physical state of the playground has not seen any improvements since 2011. A large portion of the rides are still inactive. As for the aims, it's to reimagine a thematic identity for Jerudong Park's playground, something that would resonate properly when someone thinks about the playground. As for the objectives, to make people more inclined to come to the playground by allowing them to partake in activities, making people reminisce the playground in a fonder way. As for the target audience, for the demographics, we're going to be focusing more towards the 17 to 23 years olds, gender, male and female, education, secondary and undergraduates, occupation, students and employees, citizenship being Bruneian locals and internationals, income ranging from 1,004 to 6,000 RM. For the psychographics, personality we have explorative and extroverted. Lifestyle is very casual. Location, it's more of an urban area. Characteristics are thrill-seeking and enjoy socializing, while the social class happens to be middle to upper class. As for the campaign, Wondereka is a campaign where we incorporate a more structured theme towards the overall look of Jerudong Park's playground. Not only that, it also acts as a revitalization, as a large part of the playground is considered to be a dead zone, changing the perspective of how the locals and outsiders view it. Moving on to the integrated marketing communication. So, first thing we'll be covering would be the billboards. For the billboards, we wanted to focus a busy, high traffic areas where it's usually where people get a short breathing space to read. Bright LED light displays to make sure that the art is clear and the copywriting as well. As for the print ads, it serves as a handbook that gives people info on what happens during the events and also delivers the background of the events. And finally, it's a cheap and more affordable way to deliver brand message. Next, we're moving on to the digital screen ads. So the aim is to deliver visual and information to consumers in real time. Simple delivery that allows consumers to catch the message immediately. Now we're moving on to the pre-production for EM. So this is the initial floor plan that we had. So this is version 1. I wanted to make it more of a rectangular shape so people could walk around much more easier and everything would be streamlined. However, I've came up with a better solution. So we wanted to have the same idea, which happens to be that rectangular shape. However, we have introduced a more wider space on the left side, which allows people to be more explorative when it comes to our activities. And this is for the top area, the first floor, where most of the activities, the electronic activities will take place. And moving on, we're going to move on to our exhibition profiles. So the first one we'll be covering would be the registration and merge counters. They both act as one. This is where you will begin your campaign. You'll partake or given the choice to either partake in the activities or just walk around the booth. It is also where the merch will be located. Next, we're going to be covering the interactive board. It will be up for everyone to experience to show a brief history about Jurudong Park Playground and what the booth has to offer. Next, there's a miniature model of Jurudong Park. While this display will showcase most of the prominent rides that people are accustomed to at Jurudong Park, you may even notice a treasure chest, which sparks your curiosity on where the key is. Next, we'll be covering the laser tag. As for the laser tag, this will be more evident when I show the EM, as it's been changed to be an arcade machine. Next, as for the VR, we wanted the consumers to experience the same wonders of VR that recreates the same feel of extreme rides with a fantasy twist. Next, when it comes to the dungeon dwellers, participants will be given 3 minutes for 3 different rides of each representing iconic rides from Jurudong Park with a fantasy twist. This acts as a nostalgia trip to those who had witnessed Jurudong Park's sci-fi adventure that was shut down. By partaking in this event, you will be given the first half of the clue for the treasure chest. Next, the arcade machine, which happens to be called Wizard Tag. You will be playing as a wizard, facing many different rivals that you've created over the years. Participants will be given a timer of 3 minutes to eliminate as many bots. Once you are shot, there are no revives. If you were able to survive the trial, you get to win another free merchandise and get the final half of the clue for the miniature chest. Here, we'll be covering the artist's impression for the perspective. Next, the side elevation. And finally, here is the major final output. Here are the best angles. Thank you very much.
Good day everyone, so my name is Yuhan and today I'm going to present my final project, my best box. Into the final project, and this is my chosen brand, my best box. And this is ultimate party space and the largest body game hut, such as like Running Man and the White Up and the Beyond Times Square. And they have over 40 attractions and they can accommodate up to 500 guests, and actually they have 12,000 square feet, and they have a variety of entertainment games such as like this Instagrammable ball and this giant Tetris and the human whack-a-mole, ramp biking, crazy club, swan boxing, the restroom which you can smash everything inside, and the dry pool that lets you play the beer wrestling with your team. So what's our problem statement is that people find out that outdoor activity is more interesting than indoor activity, which indoor are considered more boring and have limited facility, which is not true because this activity actually allow people to play game to improve their teamwork spirit and also learn about the diversity of indoor activity with innovative recreational facility. Also, this venue is providing to create memories with friends and family for them. So for our target audience, the first profile is age 15 to 20. They are single and about like education level, and the allowance range is about 800 to 1000. So they like to play sport and mingle with friends, as you can tell here. So the majority live in KL and Selangor. The second profile, which is also from KL and Selangor, but they are age allowed 24 to 27, which are more senior. They are single and married more than one kid. There's some caller, the worker. Their income range is about 3k to 6,500. And they are extrovert, lively attitude, and are very family-oriented people. They enjoy family time in the weekend also. So this is my campaign logo. I choosing these three things because this is for my mascot, and they have different color, means like they are different personality. Together means like they are the teamwork. So this is our logo, land of team play. And this is some black and white version and live version. So for my big idea in Sam, there's land of team play, and my tagline is together we shock. And the advertisement message is teamwork is a great platform which let you learn from each other, but also not only relax with a friend and family to some entertainment game, also learn to grow and learn some team spirit. So this is my campaign overview, is that Love for Team Play is an entertainment campaign. We aim to instill the team spirit to the activity and the interactive games. So the campaigns actually promote awareness of my best sport as a fun and innovative entertainment, which allow them to dispel the perception that indoor amusement park is very boring and limited in activity. So as well as allowing people to learn through team play. So this is our idea, the more the merrier. So let's introduce our mascot, the wrestling, the Ray, and the sumo boxing sumo. And this is from Human Whack-A-Mole, and he called Mock. And this is from the Crazy Cat, he called Cards. And this is Big from the Rain Biking. So this is a president of IMC. Let's get started into the integrated marketing communication. So first one I choose is transit. I'm choosing this because the sticker on the seat made them feel like they are sitting together with the mascot, also symbolize the team. And I'm replacing this in Replica MBI and my Fry Memorial Station because this is the quickest way to get into the Berjaya Thai Square. Also, it's where the most exposed to our target audience in the transit station. So why I'm choosing this because to promote my mascot campaigns also increase awareness. So this is the RT, as you can see. This is without the sticker and with the sticker. So for the next is the billboard. I'm choosing billboard because there's an effective way to building a brand awareness because billboard can let as many people as possible to view, and also I will locate it in Bukit Bintang and KLCC, which is a busy area that tend to have a highest number of view and compared to the traditional marketing methods. So as you can see, I'm choosing this because I want to raise the awareness and also promote the campaign. This is the KLCC area, and behind this is some of the Bukit Bintang. And this is inside the Berjaya Thai Square Mall. And this is at the Pavilion. I'm choosing Pavilion because from Pavilion to Berjaya Thai Square Shopping Mall is only like 7 minutes by car. So the next one, the one is street furniture. I'm choosing this because I'm using mascot to tell a brand story, and also there's a best way to enhance the memory of the brand to the target audience. So I'm placing this in the Berjaya Thai Square in the crowded and busy area, such as the lift, escalator, and outdoor walkway of the mall. For why? Because I want to raise the curiosity and also the awareness of my business. So I can see behind this is Berjaya Thai Square Mall, and this is the outside, and this one is inside Berjaya Thai Square. This is the escalator, and you can see they have the venue and some of my mascot. And this is the lift in Berjaya Thai Square. So you can see this using like this, some crate effect. So number 4 is print ads. I'm choosing this because when you compare to their scrolling through their social media in online, they will pay more attention into the flyer handed to them. So this is the simple and effective way to tell people about the campaign. Also, this advertisement will be distributed in the walkway of Berjaya Thai Square, so to raise the curiosity and also the awareness of my business. And this is the flyer, as you can see here. And the next one is some of the cloth for our brand. And the number 5 is some extra additional others. And this is the cloud machine game you can play through the Facebook and some video in Insta. And this one is some tier of flyer, cloud machine Berjaya Thai Square Mall, and some traces of the bus, the cyborg in Berjaya Thai Square Shopping Mall. And last one is the keychain of my mascot. And we'll get into the so for the measure, the EM, I'm choosing some different color to symbolize different role, different personality in the team. So let's get into EM. So for EM, I'm choosing container concept because this is cover all of the word. It's symbolized such as like from people, they are like different personality, but they form to a team and to create a memories together. So this is some technique I will use in the mechanism of the Chinese arch because they have a huge suspended to the container space by layer, and also they can have the overlaps to become the most eye-catching attraction, and also there is very new trend and eco-friendly architecture. So yeah, I'm choosing this venue is located on the ground floor of Berjaya Thai Square, and the physical location of my vessel is on the upper floor. So when you're looking down from the third floor, the event logo can be seen. So this exhibition profile, the first one you can go to the register and the card machine, and the third one is the driver check-in below flight, and this one you can play the tournament game, and the next is play giant Tetris with the team, and some the Instagrammable ball, and you can place the restroom at here and go down. This is a Whack-A-Mole, and the last one is the ramp biking. So this is more visual and more clearer to you. And the registration, the card machine, and check-in, and play tournament game, Tetris, and Instagrammable ball, restroom, and Whack-A-Mole, ramp biking, and selfie with the scorecard, and upload to the Insta FB and hashtag Leon Team Play, and you can win the reward. So this show the social media post and reading some mystery gift. So this one is the first floor, the top view, 40 feet by 24 feet, and next one is the first floor. And the second floor and the third floor. So this is some event detail, is totally 21 days, and this will be Berjaya Thai Square Shopping Mall at the ground floor, central at here. So next one is some price. This is from tournament game, which is playing the Whisper game, and this is a mystery gift, the voucher and the Berjaya Thai Square voucher. So this is the logo, which you can be seen for the top view when you from the upper floor, and this is some artist impression with color and without color. And this is a modeling process. You can tell the first floor and second floor and the third floor. So you can clearly see the as here. So this is the top view, and some side view, and another front view, and this is another back view, and this is the back view, and some side view, perspective view, and this is the final view, and this is I trying to place inside indoor, as you can see, and the last one is placing in the wall. So let's get into the video. So for the next one, it's just small motion that show them the motion of their image can. Okay, so this is the have some close out, and this is the scorecard, and this is the girl holding the scorecard, and this is some view front view close out, and this is using some bokeh effect, some sideboard, and their activity. And this one is the playing card and ratio. And this one is the mascot who like a mole. I'm trying to focus on this. As you can see, the background is blurry, and the lens, straight lens. So yeah, that's it for me. Thank you for watching.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. Today I would like to show and present to you my final year project that I've done. Let's go! The media that I've chosen for this project is environmental media. Firstly, which is the overview and brand overview, my chosen brand is Sunway Lagoon Extreme Park by Sunway Lagoon, and for my campaign, it is called Sunway Lagoon Extreme Park Ninja Conqueror. So, the Sunway Lagoon Extreme Park Ninja Conqueror is to persuade the audiences to join the Ninja Conqueror courses from the Sunway Lagoon Extreme Park with their acquaintances. The courses are a mix of games from Sunway Lagoon Extreme Park itself and some basic ninja courses such as jumping, hanging, as well as net climbing. The audiences can participate in by joining the Instagram challenge first, and a few pairs or groups of winners will be chosen to proceed to the Ninja Conqueror courses. Those participants have to pass through the obstacles in order to stand for chances in winning amazing prizes such as the cash prizes, all access coupons, and more. And for your information, those who didn't participate in the first place, they can join and try out these Sunway Lagoon Extreme Park Ninja Conqueror courses once these challenges are done. So, the problem statement is that people tend to think that the word extreme means a super tiring kind of work or even activities, as well as make them afraid to try these extreme games, especially if they are only by themselves, which leads them on not going to this park. And our aim is to immerse the target audience in a world of fun at this park with their acquaintances. And the objective is to bring a whole new level to the meaning of fun at an extreme park. So, my campaign name, as I mentioned initially, it is called Sunway Lagoon Extreme Park Ninja Conqueror. The big idea is togetherness, and for the USP, which is the unique selling proposition, is strategically located and has the longest flying fox in the country. For the mood, I go for bold, brave, and depth. And the tagline is, feel the rush together. The advertising message of this whole campaign is to let the targeted audience dip their feet into the water before committing to going to the actual park. In other words, it's just like giving a teaser or like a bit of how the games on the actual park itself from this campaign. So my targeted audience is basically from the age of 16 to 24 years old, both genders, education from secondary to the undergraduates. For occupations, they could be like students, employees, freelancers, or even content creators. It could be the local and foreigners, as well as if they are single or married. So these targeted audience, they have like extrovert personality as well as an active lifestyle. They live in an urban area and they are family and friends oriented, and they learn in school, university, or even from social media. Next one, it would be the billboard, transit, merchandise, and also social media. So these are the billboard that I've made and how it's gonna be look like if it's based onto like building or should I say mall, shopping malls, and as the environmental media itself is located inside the building or inside the shopping malls. So here are a look of the posters outside of the mall. Here are for the transits. For the first one, it is located inside the train, and this one also from the train, and also this one lastly it would be put in the bus stop. Lastly, we have this mini truck or lorry, where all the equipments or like the stuff from the booth itself are put in. As for this campaign, it is held like in different state, and this vehicle move from one state to another. So I think it's the best to use this transit as a medium to spread the news or to advertise this campaign. Next, we have the merchandise. As you guys can see, first we have the bottles, the drinking bottles, lanyards, tote bag, headbands, and lastly we have the keychains. Each of these merchandise that I've created has its own use, especially it comes to the target audience which I mentioned earlier, from the ones who have active lifestyle. They can store the drinks and they can put their keys, or even like they can hang cards or even anything that they want on this lanyard, as well as bringing their stuff in this tote bag. And this headband is to prevent them prevent their hair or even like sweat dripping down, and they can put it on their head. And lastly, for this keychain, it is to give them like a memories, or like to give a reminder for them that they have went to these courses. Lastly, we have the social media. Previously mentioned that this Sunway Lagoon Extreme Park Ninja Conqueror, it all started with social media challenges, where these are the few postings that I've created. So for example, you guys can see here is the Instagram story ads, where if you guys scroll the friends stories, and sometimes it appears out of nowhere that there are some ads that we will see, and this is look of it. Like, do you have what it takes? And it's gonna make people like wanted to explore more and click on that page. And this one is how the challenge should be done, and here are like the rules and also on how they can participate in, as well as here like a little teaser of like postings on Instagram about the archery, which is going to be one of the games, and also this flying fox, mini flying fox, paintballing, and also like these basic ninja courses. For the next one, we have exhibition profile for my environmental media booth. So we have the reception and registration counter, where the audience can ask or about anything or information at the reception counter, and contestant will register at the registration counter. Next, we have the gallery, where pictures, information, or even history related to the extreme games and the extreme park informations are placed at this section. On the outside of the booth, we have a big live screen where live footages of what is going on in the booth, or like the games, the live of the games during the event is shown on the screen, and the audiences can view it in different angles. And we have next is the interactive screen, where audience can find information about the amusement park or the event held at this section, at this screen. Inside of the booth, we even have information screen, where who goes inside the first floor of the booth will get to watch the ongoing event live, and ads of the Extreme Park are promoted as well here. Then on the upper floor, we have the extreme game courses, and it is the main highlights of it, which is the extreme game courses that have to be completed by the contestants from the previous challenge, and other audience can try it out once the event is done. And audience who wish to rest and sit down, there's like a spectators area for it, and they could watch the games from the live screen are placed at this section. Lastly, we have the merchandise counter, where a place for anyone who wanted to get or buy the merchandise from this event. Moving on to the activity flowchart of this environmental media. First, they will go to the interactive screen, where people can click and press around the screen to know more about the event, and if they have more information about it, they can walk a bit inside and can ask or talk with the person in charge at the information counter for more information. Then we have the gallery, and at this section, anyone can enjoy the pictures, like I said earlier, information as well as the history of the extreme games. We have the spectators area for the audience view, and the people can have a rest or sit down while watching the games on the live screen. And if the audience who didn't participate in the first place, they want to try out on how these mini courses gonna be, they can try that out by themselves once the event is finished. And lastly, for the audience view, we have the merchandise from this event at the merchandise counter. People can purchase them at this section. Next, which is the contestants view. If they are eligible or even they are gonna participate in these mini courses, it goes this a bit or less, more or less the same thing like the audience view just now. It's just that once after they have entered the interactive screen, reception and registration counter, gallery, and then they have to move into the spectators and seating area. Oh, by the way, they have to register themselves at the registration counter down there, and they have to participate in the mini extreme courses. They have to go through all, and the contestants have to press the red buzzer at the end of the game to indicate that they are done with these courses. Including the contestants, yeah, they could even collect the prizes or even purchase the merchandise that they didn't get from the merchandise counter on the first floor. So for my floor plan, this is like the overall look of the floor plan from top view, where you guys can see like it is 40 feet by 40 feet. It meets the requirements that are asked by my lecturers. And the big live screen is located at this section, this corner, and information screen is located at this corner at this bottom, and they can go inside on the first floor, which I'll be showing it later. And from this overall view, you guys can see like these are the games that we can see. First, we have the net course, and also moving on to the paintball course, then moving on to the jumping course, and they have to jump until the hanging course, and then lastly to the archery. Once before they press the buzzer, they have to go through this flying fox, this mini flying fox, and coming to the end, there's like a buzzer at the end of this flying fox. Next, we have the lower floor view, which if people entered the lower floor, they got to see like this merchandise store at the back, and also this reception counter as well as the registration counter is located at this corner. And this whole lower floor is full or like filled with this gallery exhibition, like I said earlier, with the information or like history of this extreme park or extreme games. Then moving on with these sketches, it's like one of the sketches that I've done, and you guys can see here like the location of each games, and I'll be showing you guys on how the 3D looks like. Let's go. Alright, before we end this presentation, here are the best angles that I personally like from my booth or from my environmental media. First, we have this look, and what I can say is that I like this view as it shows all of the things that we can see from this booth. As you guys can see, the games from the upper floor could be seen here as well as the lower floor. And next we have the top view, slightly top view, and we can see like the games in detail. And next we have games in detail, but this time from the view of this live screen. As you guys can see, there's like logo of this company, and also this campaign is located here because if you guys remember, it is stated that it is gonna be held in a shopping mall, and you know, like shopping malls have like levels, and people from like certain levels could see this from high angles. And lastly, this is my favorite best angle, is that because we could see like what is there behind this booth. As you guys can see, there's like a big logo there where everyone can see it from far away, and there's like spectator section where people can watch the games. And even I have to say, they even got the chance to see like these participants pressing this buzzer over here after going through this mini flying fox. So yeah, here's a bit of the work in progress, or I should say behind the scene. And yeah, these are like behind the scenes that I've made. Like you guys can see like the progress starting from scratch here, and then like moving on to this where I extrude and also like design a bit of the walls and putting colors and inserting like OBJs of human. And yeah, that's all from me. Thank you so much for listening. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. My name is Nur Safra binti Fauzan. I am a final year advertising student. Today I will present about my final year project. Let's go. Okay, so I choose environmental media for my major project, and my concept for major is Kids Pirate Land. Bukit Gambang Waterpark is located in Kuantan, Pahang, and it covers a total area of 45.8 acres. The waterpark has been designed and built in a large secondary jungle and has offered the tropical ambience to the water park. The popular attractions include the largest wave pool in Malaysia with 8 different wave patterns, longest family rough ride, longest canopy slide, and others. For the problem statement, the survival of water park has become a more tough and competitive market as the number of park has increased. Currently, Bukit Gambang Waterpark is not stand out among the other water parks in Malaysia. So what makes Bukit Gambang Waterpark different? So, by doing the Pirate World campaign, it can differentiate Bukit Gambang Waterpark from other water parks and make the water park stand out. My primary target audience are kids from age range 4 to 12 years old, both male and female. They have knowledge that amusement parks are full of fun and joy, so what they need are entertainment and fun. My secondary target audience are parents from age range 26 to 37 years old. So what they need is a day trip to a fun place that has activities for both parents and kids that they also can enjoy. For aim and objective, my aim is to provide an exciting new experience at the water park for parents and their kids. My objective includes to remind the target audience about fun and exciting activities at Bukit Gambang Waterpark. Next is to familiarize the audience with Bukit Gambang Waterpark and differentiate it from the other competitors. For campaign overview, my big idea and campaign name is Pirate World. My campaign tagline is New Adventure Begins. So parents and their kids get a chance to experience an amazing Pirate World adventure that makes they feel like they are a pirate in the one and only Bukit Gambang Waterpark. In this campaign, there are activities that related to pirate, such as treasure hunt, kids games such as Pop-Up Pirate, Find the Pirate Coins, and Cannonball Toss. For pre-production of major, my concept is Kids Pirate Land. So there are 7 exhibition profiles in my exhibition booth. So the first one is registration counter, Kids Pirate game section, Information VR 360, Stage and Show from Pirate Man, Pirate Adventure Mixed Reality, Price Redeem and Waterpark Tickets Counter, and the last is Pirate Photo Booth. And the next is Activity Flowchart for each exhibition profile. For registration counter, visitors come to registration counter to scan My Sejahtera code. They scan the code given to fill in the online registration form. After register, they will receive a merchandise, ticket voucher, and brochure about the brand and campaign. Next, Kids Pirate Game section. So kids need to scan My Sejahtera code using their own or parents' mobile phone. They need to register their name as participants to the staff in charge of this section. They play the games that provide, such as the pirate coins, mini and easy treasure hunt, and others. So winners can redeem the prize at prize counter. Next, Information VR 360. Visitors come to the information center while their kids are playing games. There will be a staff in charge to guide and explain the details about the campaign to the parents. While the staff explain, visitors can experience a 360 of Bukit Gambang Waterpark through the virtual reality 3D glass. Next, Stage and Show of Pirate Man. Audience can sit on the seats provided or can stand around it, but need to keep a distance of at least 1 meter from each other. Audience watch the stage and talk show from Pirate Man. There will be a time where the Pirate Man will need few audience to be on the stage and participate in the activity session. For instance, storytelling with Pirate Man and quiz session. Audience that participate in the activities will get a token coins that they can redeem at Bukit Gambang Waterpark, for example as ticket price reduction. Next, Pirate Adventure Mixed Reality. Visitors need to stand on the X mark provided. Visitors can move accordingly if they want to interact with the visuals on the screen. Move on to floor plan. This is the exhibition booth level 1. My booth is 40 times 40 feet. And this is the level 2 of exhibition booth. Next, this is the precedent design for the exhibition booth. The venue of exhibition booth will be at Center Court, Wan Utama Shopping Centre, Petaling Jaya. The date is 22 May until 6 June 2022, which is mid-year holidays. The reason is Wan Utama Shopping Centre is the top 3 largest shopping mall in Malaysia. Therefore, it is highly possible to get a large audience to join the event. Besides, the date is suitable because it is holiday weeks for school students. Therefore, parents usually want to bring their kids to fun places such as water park that have interesting activities. So this is the 4 best angles of my 3D exhibition booth. This is front view, side view, perspective view, side view, perspective view, and this is the random angle of my 3D exhibition booth. Next, this is a mock-up of my exhibition booth at Center Court, Wan Utama Shopping Centre, Petaling Jaya. Next, this is a close-up of 8 sections in 3D exhibition booth. Registration counter, Information VR 360, Kids Pirate Game section, Pirate Adventure Mixed Reality, Pirate Stage and Show of Pirate Man, Price Redeem and Waterpark Tickets Counter, and the last is Pirate Photo Booth. So this is my 3D exhibition booth walkthrough. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hello, Assalamualaikum. My name is Ahmad Kamil Arif Adnan. So for today, I'm going to present about my final year project. So without further ado, let's go. So as for the brand overview, the brand name will be the Genting Skyworld. So as for the background of the brand, the Genting Skyworld is a 26 acres movie-inspired theme park located on top of the Genting Highland in Pahang. It is packed with 9 uniquely themed worlds which are inspired from some of the animated movies such as Ice Age and Rio. It also hosts a total of 25 highly anticipated attractions such as the roller coaster. The theme park is also planned to open all year long with some celebration during the festive season such as Hari Raya and much more. As for the campaign overview, the campaign name is Safely Back. As for the problem statement, it is since the pandemic started to spread in our country, many people had this perception that it is still not safe to go outside such as Genting Skyworlds even after they have been fully vaccinated. So the aim for this campaign is to create an awareness about safety while having fun at the theme park. The objective of it is to give the information regarding the safety measures and the SOP inside and outside of the theme park and create an awareness towards the people that safety need to be our number one priority during this time. So here is the target audience. There will be the consumer demographic characteristics and the psychographic characteristic. The next one will be the IMC or the Integrated Marketing Communication mockup. So for the first one, it will be the transit mockup, which is this method helps to reach road user and acquaint them with the brand by placing the ads on the side of the bus. The next one will be the billboard. This method helps to catch a person's attention and create a memorable impression very quickly, leaving the reader thinking about the advertisement after they have driven past it. The location for this billboard will be NKVE and Federal Highway. So the next one will be the merchandise. It is to promote the campaign through merchandise where people could use it wherever and whenever they want. Finally, it will be the digital display ads, which is the Instagram ads. It is a paid or sponsored ads that appears on the Instagram feeds and story. There is the call to action where people could click on the link on the video or swipe up to learn more. The next part will be the pre-production of the major, which is website. So the introduction of the website is the strategic promotion of a website to drive relevant traffic to the site. The goal is typically to attract people who may be interested in a company's products or services. So here is the sitemap for the website. So as you can see on the top of it, there will be the Safely Back website, which contains 4 pages, which is home, the rights, our merch, and join us. So as for the home page, there will be the promotional video and the gallery. The right page will be the list of rights and the popular time statistic. Our merch contains the list of product page, checkout page, and thank you page. As for the last one, which is the join us page, there will be the registration form and the thank you page. So this is the first mockup for the website, which contain home, the right, our merch, shopping cart, thank you for your purchase, join us, and thank you for joining page. So the final part will be the final prototype of the website. So here is the final mockup for the website, which contain home, the rights, our merch, shopping cart, checkout, thank you for your purchase, join us, and thank you for joining page. So here is the final major outcome for the website. So if you click the link, there will be the landing page which contain the animation of this all of the attraction in the theme park, and you can see there is some wording where there will be the explore the all new Genting Skyworlds safely, and if you click here, let's go, it will scroll down to the video, which I'll show here. Most anticipated theme park in Southeast Asia. As a part of the Safely Back campaign, here are some of the safety guidelines that you need to know before you enter the park. And then if you scroll down a little bit more, there will show the SOP will pop up, which is the typical SOP inside the park, where you need to wear face mask, you need to scan my gesture and keep yourself the social distance between 1 meter apart from others. And then if you scroll a little bit more, there will be the gallery, which is just an image carousel. If you put your cursor on the right side, it will start to scroll down. And then if you click the pictures, you can see some of the name of the places and some description of it, a little bit description about it. If you click here, it will start to move around and start to show the next image. And then if you scroll down a little bit more, they will show the social media, which is the Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. So here they will have the home, our rights, our merch, and join us page. And here there will be the back to top button. So you don't need to scroll up and doing all of the hassle. And then the next page will be the right page. This page is so important because they will have the popular time statistic, where people can plan out their journey and plan out their trip there to the Genting Skyward, so they do not have to go through any of the crowded places, such as the first one will be the Mad Ram Peak. So here there will be a little bit description about it, and here will be the popular time statistic, and there will be the a little bit of the key point of the attraction. The next one will be the Rio Carnival Chaos. The third one will be the Alpha Fighter Pilots. The fourth one will be the Ice Age Expedition Thin Ice. And finally, it will be the Big Whale Zeppelin. The third page will be the Our Merch page. So here you can see a list of product, and I'll show you some of the example of it on how to buy the merchandise. So you can just click the size here and then add to cart. So first I add the Safely Bag hoodie, the Safely Bag hand sanitizer, and Safely Bag face mask. And then you can just, after you have done add to cart, you can just click to go to cart here to see your shopping cart. In the shopping cart, they will show you the total amount of the shopping the item that you have added to the shopping cart. And then if you have confirmed, you can just proceed to the checkout page, and then you can just add your information here for the postage purposes. So here I'll show you some example. And then after you have done add all of the information here, you can just click pay now. And there is it. There will be the thank you page, and there will be a little word where it said that a confirmation email will be delivered to you shortly. After you have done, you can just go back to the shop to shop more, to buy more things, or you can just click home or other pages. Finally, the final page will be the join us page. It is a simple registration page for the newsletter, where people can join the newsletter to learn more and get exclusive news, any update or about the theme park. So you can just add your name here and your email, and you need to click I agree to the terms and condition, and finally click subscribe. And here there will be the thank you for joining page, where it will pop up the thank you for joining card, and stay tuned for the latest and exciting news. And that is it. So thank you so much for your time and stay safe during this time. That is all from me. Thank you so much. Assalamualaikum.
Hello, my name is Tishuyu, but most people know me as Shelly. I'll be presenting my final year project, which includes my major, which is website, and the IMC, which is integrated marketing communication to promote the website. Let's begin with a quick overview of the brand. Escape Penang is an amusement theme park for all walks of life located at Pulau Penang. For a quick story time, Escape Penang is a lightbulb moment of the founder, Mr. Sim Chu King in Vietnam. He saw the people living the simplest yet fullest lives, and it reminded him of his childhood days of playing in the villages. Hence, this sparked the retro eco concept for Escape. Now let me introduce the campaign. The advertising campaign is called Getaway Plan, and the tagline is #Escape to Escape. The problem to be tackled is the work-life imbalance amongst young parents. In short, Getaway Plan is a campaign to promote Escape Penang as a solution for the working adults, especially young parents who are struggling with working from home and taking care of their child by encouraging them to take a break and escape from the life cage. The aim of this campaign is to make Escape Penang the top travel choice in Malaysia for happy hormones boosting and stress relieving. To achieve the aim, there are three objectives, which are to promote Escape Penang as the most ideal place to take a break from stress and have fun, to encourage young parents to take a break from the stress in life and get a breather, and finally, to create awareness that Escape Penang is a place to boost happiness in life, especially during the hard times. The primary target audience of the campaign is young parents who are facing different sources of stress such as work, parenting, and COVID-19 pandemic, who enjoy adventurous outdoor physical activities, who prioritize work-life balance, and who care about their children's soft skills development where they look into the quality of the entertainment given to the children. For the secondary or target audience, which is teenagers, they are people who like to attempt different challenges, who enjoy outdoor physical activities with their friends and families, and there are people who are interested to improve on soft skills like self-confidence. Next, let's move on to IMC. There are 4 platforms chosen for the IMC, namely display ad, Instagram carousel ad, EDM, and merchandise. All of these media will use different strategy to approach the audience. For example, the display ad will be using contextual targeting. Instagram carousel ad will be using behavioral targeting, while EDM and merchandise will use rewarding engagement. However, all the platforms will lead and convert the audience to the same destination, which is the campaign website, where they can get more information and have more interaction. And then from there, they will be converted to the official website where they can get even more information or purchase the tickets. Firstly, web banner. The audience will receive through contextual targeting. For instance, the ad will be displayed on travel blogs about things to do in Penang or blogs about traveling in Malaysia. The content of the ad is to raise awareness about the happening, and it also serves as an invitation to join. The reason web banner is chosen is to raise awareness broadly. Contextual targeting is less abrupt for the audience and it has high exposure. This is the mock-up of the ad on a travel blog post. And these are the dimensions of the web banners, which are the most popular web banner sizes used. Next is social media ad, which is Instagram carousel ad. The audience will receive through behavioral targeting. For example, the ad will target users who browse certain websites such as Escape official website, Goodful, Headspace, or Calm. The content is same as the web banner, which is to raise awareness about the happening and invite the users to join. Instagram carousel is chosen because of its high exposure and the fact that the target audience are heavily using Instagram. This is the carousel mockup, and these are the closer look of the content. Next is EDM. The audience will receive the EDM by subscribing through the website, campaign website, or the physical pop-up exhibition. The content of the EDM will provide happenings update and also event reminder. EDM is chosen to increase the engagement, to keep a fan base, and to keep in touch with the audiences. This is the mock-up of the EDM on mobile and laptop, and this is the content which is adapted from the carousel. Last but not least, merchandise. The audience will receive by participation in the happenings of the campaign as a reward to their engagement. The items of the merchandise are suitcase, which is getaway essential, Polaroid films to create memories, and touch and go card, which is road trip essential. I chose merchandise because it has long-term memory. When the consumer look at the merchandise in the future, they will be reminded of the brand. And of course, merchandise is attractive for a high engagement because who doesn't like freebies? And this is the Polaroids, the suitcase, and the touch and go card. Now, let's move on to the website. This is the concept board for the website, which is very colorful, illustrative, and fun. This is the sitemap of the website. The user will begin their browsing journey from the landing page, then they will go to the home page. From there, they have the option to explore multiple pages, including escape page, about page, find your getaway page, and the happening page. Now, let's jump to the website tour. So this is the landing page where you can tap anywhere to start, and then it will bring you to the home page. So as you can see, there will be a menu to navigate. This is the home button, and there are 3 hotspot buttons which you can click on them. If you click learn more, it will bring you to Escape Pinning's website. And then from here you can go to the escape page, and before going to the page there will be a prompt where it tells you how to navigate, and you can tap anywhere to start. So for this page, there will be an alert says keep scrolling to win prizes, and there will also be hotspots. Yeah, and then you can scroll to the end, and you can see there is a notice board that says too busy to plan a getaway, fret not, we've got your back. Join Find Your Getaway Treasure Hunt contest to win prizes that will boost your next vacation. Then you can choose whether you want to learn more, which is let's go, or you can submit if you've already known about it. So if you click let's go, it will go to the Find Your Getaway page where you can learn more, where there's steps how to join, which you will interact with the elements on the escape page and find the hidden getaway elements. And next you have to capture and submit to the submission form at the bottom of this page. And then this is the details of the contest and the attractions, which is the prizes. And this is the CTA. So if they click let's go, it will go to the escape page so they can start interacting. For example, when they click on the right element, the getaway plan element will appear. So they have to screenshot and then go back to the Find Your Getaway page and then submit at this form. And they can also share this great deal with friends. So when they click on these icons, it will share the link of this website to their friends. And this is the footer. And they can go to happening page from the footer. So this page is about the physical booth, and there will be the details, the attractions, the contest, and of course the mechanism, which is the prizes. And after they find out all the details, they can learn how to join the booth. And also they can also book their calendar, and when they click on the button, it will redirect them to the Google Calendar. Alright, and also because it's a physical event, so they can also subscribe to the newsletter so they will get reminded often. Yep. And that's it for the website. And that's all for my presentation. Thank you.